Every capital deal that we run has 1,000 moving parts, valuation, legals. Our role ultimately is to structure the absolute best lending solution for our client. And the biggest part of that is the art of negotiation. I mean, negotiation is one of the biggest core skills in our role, mainly because it pops up at every single point in the process. The negotiation element in a transaction starts right at the very start of the deal, and the strong advisors who are able to get all these points and underwrite the transaction fast enough is then how it directly affects pricing, leverage, loan size, structure, everything within the transaction. Our key point in that, in how we operate with that negotiation, is to get it out in the open early, so then there's no surprises later on in the transaction. Yeah, across a whole capital deal, there is pretty much the art of negotiation falls at every stage. So first touch point is with the client. You're negotiating the lending terms and the structure of the deal with the client. You're then taking that information and you're negotiating for the client against the banks, which you're then pitching back to the client. You then instruct the valuer. You're negotiating up front with the valuer, giving them all the data they need to make a positive decision on your transaction. So if a client's going direct to the bank, what people need to probably bear in mind, unless they're doing hundreds of transactions, is the banker is probably doing a lot more transaction than the individual on the other side of the spectrum. Banker knows that they can probably sneak pricing higher, they can probably sneak in security requirements that may not be required, and that basically means they tie up more of your assets or more of yourself personally, and they can reduce leverage later in the transaction if they're the only people with a seat at the table. Yeah, if you're negotiating large debt transactions alone, it's going to be quite difficult, probably get backed into a corner by the banks. If you're using P10 as your advisors to negotiate this transaction, you've got a team of advisors with years and years of experience on your side to negotiate.